Dear God, welcome. I don't have an intro for this right now, so I'm just going to talk as my character. Otherwise, I'm going to lose the voice. It's already happening, and I'm kind of going into Sigmund. This should not be happening. Why does this happen every time with Maxwell?
Because Maxwell and Sigmund have very similar accents.
Actually, I didn't use Sigmund's accent that entire time last chapter.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't find it. I couldn't find his accent. It suddenly appears now, but when I needed it, bye, nigga. What the fuck?
Anyway, where are we at, DM?
All right. Let me
I have no idea.
let me paint a picture. Because when we last left off, Maxwell ran off into the woods. Right? He shed
All naked and such.
all naked and such. You'd shed all your
Streaky.
clothes and gear and ran off as you began to experience a transformation of sorts. You finally get to be tall, but only in a wolf hybrid form.
How tall am I right now?
You can't tell. You just know.
I
you're
can't
taller.
tell.
You
I
can't
am
tell.
taller.
You'll be able to tell once you. I need to make sure before I switch to this page. I need to make sure it's the right page. Okay, it's the right page. All right. Then immediately shift click.
Oh, that is a lot.
You had, of course, enough sense to take your rifle with you, but that's it. You are running full speed in a straight line, rifle in one hand, watching the other transform into a meteor, hairier, just bigger mess.
So real quick, don't mean to interrupt you, sir. Would you mind giving me control over Maxwell's token so that I can at least see? I won't do anything with it, I just want to be able to see what's happening.
You know what I can do instead? I can turn dynamic lighting off. Can you see now?
Yes, wow, that is green.
Maxwell's, I didn't have time to find a grass stuff, so I just made the background green.
Do I make a wisdom save to actually not freak out about this?
Give me a moment.
To not have a roll for no panic attack.
You won't panic for reasons which will be explained in a moment. You stumble through some brush, and you get the feeling that you're not exactly on the same plane as you were when you left that dungeon. And you find yourself at one end of a forest clearing. At the end of this forest path is a bear standing on his hind legs, but you know how bears are when on their hind legs, their shoulders are kind of forward. This guy's shoulders. This bear is used to standing on two.
He is actively bipedal.
He is actively bipedal. Yes.
Oh, I should probably use a raspier voice right now.
He's also green. Not green. Gray. But whether from age or species, you cannot tell.
Oh wow, I am not used to this at all. What the fuck is happening to me?
You can notice that he's got a log pipe hanging from out of the corner of his mouth, and he seems to be actively fighting some bushes. Like the bushes are jumping up and attacking him, and he's swiping back at them.
Maybe I can ask.
Rather quickly.
Maybe I can ask that gentleman who's fighting bushes over there.
Okay. Well, are you gonna help this man fight the bushes?
That depends. How quickly is he taking them out, and how badly are they damaging him?
They seem to be hardly able to scratch him. And I searched the thing in the wrong tab. God damn it. There. Yeah. So you should be
Since Maxwell does want information, and it looks like this fucking bear is like, yeah, no, but seems somewhat intelligent, considering he can walk on two legs and shit. Is he just like attacking with claws, or is he like? Oh, and he has a pipe, obviously. That was also tipped.
He has a pipe. You can see there's a canvas backpack on the ground, like over here, and hanging, and there's a great axe slung through the shoulders. But let's see.
So just based off looking off at him, I would be able to tell like this bear is definitely intelligent.
Yes.
Like he has basic intelligence at the very least.
Yes. And he's like Yogi. He's smarter than the average bear.
Yeah, boo boo. We're gonna go get some picnic baskets.
Sorry that I'm being a little slow. There's a couple of things that I need to look up that I actually realized that I need to look up.
You're good. But if that's the case, then he is intelligent and probably not just gonna run up and fucking attack me. I will help him kill some bushes.
Alright. Then roll initiative.
Shit initiative, but you know.
Oh, you better hope that your initiative luck
Hold on.
changes in the future, because you're gonna have features based on your initiative rolls. Just say it. Just say it.
Alright, I'm back. How'd they roll? Alright, no, I'm screwed.
You're not screwed, you're just a little slow to react today.
Notice that I named one of the trees shrubs. Oh wait, no, you can't see that. I'm gonna change it so you can see that.
Awakened shrub.
Oh, yeah, they're awakened shrubs. Now you should be able to see that I named one of the trees shrubs to use as their initiative token, so that when they die, I don't have to worry about which one, the order in which they die. Okay. This bear person. Okay. Swipes at two of the bushes, and they're just gone. The bushes George and Barbara, of course.
George and Barbara? These things have names?
I was making a reference to former President George Bush and former First Lady Barbara Bush. They don't
and here I thought you were making a joke about bushes, barbs and such.
I just thought these things had actual, intelligence and names, and I was gonna have a moral dilemma. Oh, no!
No, these are
Which one is the bad one?
Insight check. How about that? Insight check.
Insight check? That's not gonna be good. Yeah, it's not gonna be good.
Can you try again? There
you go.
There we go.
There's a number you can
There's
use.
a number I can justify as having passed the check. I was hoping you would roll high. So,
No.
this bear has some important information for you, and you feel like the bear is the side to be on. And like, let's say that
With the three,
you moved up a bit. Let's say that you moved up a bit. As you moved up a bit, you can tell that this person has a more human frame, and it looks like it's a bear. And like, as he stands, it looks like it's like kind of like a bear's features have been slapped onto a humanoid frame.
That is quite interesting.
You can make an Arcana or a History check about that if you would like. The bear's all the.
Nope.
I'm not
rolling low today, boys.
I'm
rolling low.
I'm not gonna just give you this one because.
I mean, Maxwell wouldn't know. Maxwell. I would say Maxwell would think werewolves and where anything are literal fairy tales because he would not see a lot of them.
It's 1, 2, 3.
So the fact that he is a werewolf, he's just like.
So three of the bushes managed to hit, but like I managed to hit the bear person, but not very well.
Okay. Well then, I am going to line up a shot because if they're bushes, I feel like a bullet should go through them really easily. And Maxwell is going to lay down as he has before with his lankier, larger frame and like very uncomfortably like position himself like, oh, this is not what I'm used to.
All right, and because this is not what you're used to, roll that with disadvantage.
Oh, would get sneak attack. I do have an ally near.
Yes, you are taking a side here, and you would have an ally in this fight.
Alright, this is not what I'm used to. That is a good roll. Those are both really good rolls.
Yeah. Ping the one that you were targeting?
I was targeting this one.
Alright, and you do have a straight shot. Straight shot? So your bullet shreds through that bush and shreds the next one. I made sure to hit record, right? Yes. We're like 20 minutes in. It's like, oh.
Okay, that's two down. I'm hoping they don't see. I'm really hoping they don't realize that I'm here.
Are you making your voice more gruff on purpose?
Yes, I am.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I know those low, raspy voices can be painful.
No, all it is bringing up mucus. So
yeah.
I'm good.
Do I even need to roll? Okay, it's manageable.
Part as a character. I'm just playing my character. That's it.
All right. The bear
fine.
person slashes 2 more of the shrubs. The remaining shrubs. I'll move. Oh wait, no, you can see that one. I just have something on top of it. I'll slam at them, and only 2 of them hit. And in fact, one actually whiffs and hits another. Yep. You can't see their health bars, but I can. I forgot to make their health bars visible. This is a quick fight.
Awaken shrub.
Awaken shrub. It's back to Maxwell.
Maxwell is going to move over here. Oh, okay. Maybe I can just stand. Nope, this still feels uncomfortable. It's just as uncomfortable as if I'm laying down. Just gonna lay down again.
Okay. This time, make a dexterity check before your attack. Like just a blank dexterity check.
Okay. Okay. Should that have been a disadvantage or just normal?
No, it shouldn't have been a disadvantage. Take the 20.
Okay, so 20.
Take the 20. You don't have disadvantage on this shot.
Sweet. Alright. Okay, here we go.
I'm assuming this one so you can get another third shot?
Yeah.
Alright. And you do, in fact, just from damage alone, get a third shot. Which brings us to the bear, who manages to slash. And that ends combat.
Maxwell is going to pick up his gun with this really big, lanky arms and claws at this point. And he's just like, oh, okay, this is weird. Usually I clean my barrel after combat, but I don't like weird positioning. I'm sure I'll get used. Excuse me, sir.
He kind of interrupts you. Good to see my call has worked, brother. I apologize for bringing you here this way, but I could tell as soon as I felt your presence in these woods that you were beyond the tipping point. And if you were not traveling alone, you would have been a danger to your companions. I'm sure you have many questions. But first, I must tell you this. You are not the first Maxwell I've explained these things to. But you are the first who will still be alive when we part. He approaches you and such.
Wait, what? What? You can't just say that. You can't just say that and not expect me to be like, okay, what do you mean?
I'm explaining myself. You are aware.
First, Maxwell. What?
There is no getting around it, and unfortunately for you, there is no easy way to cure it. Even among lycanthropes who end up being all sorts of folk, there is no easy way to. You are rare. Firstly, and most starkly for you, you are not of this world. That is of no issue. There's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing that really affects you.
How do you know that?
Secondly, you are soul cursed. Lycanthropy is usually an affliction of the body. Sometimes it is an affliction of the mind. Very rarely, powerful and vengeful mages are able to temporarily separate the soul from the body and curse one to permanently bear the burden of the moon. When you die, you will be able to give up lycanthropy. But if you do, you will not be able to return to the lands of life. He clears his throat.
Okay, so if I want to... Let's say if I wanted to get rid of this... By Master Roshi!
Okay, now that I have you in shock, I can continue talking. The bear reaches about 3 feet of height as he turns back to a human form. You previously hadn't noticed, but he had something tied around his waist, and he unties it, and it becomes like a loose robe as he transforms back, saving you from being exposed to him in that manner. You can see his name, right? No, I need. When I make these tokens, I need to make sure you guys can see his name.
Hold on, let me just... Mucian Rocious.
When the transformation completes, he is a bald old man with a rather impressive white beard and mustache, and bushy eyebrows.
Master Roshi, what are you? No, you're not Master Roshi.
My name is Mucian Rocious. Most who know me call me Mew or Sen. I am fine with either or with Mucian. Do you have?
I'm going to call you Shoes.
Shoes. Please don't call me Shoes.
I am calling you Shoes.
Do you have any questions about your newfound condition?
I have multiple questions that range from that to first Maxwell that you've taught this to who's going to survive? What does that mean, sir? We just met. How do you know I'm from another world? What? How did I become soul cursed? How do I transform fluidly back to me? And how can I make sure to not attack my people?
I'm going to ask the second to last, and then one of the other questions first. For the second to last question, how do you transform fluidly? Practice. With most people, it's simply practice. After a few months and a few transformations, they are familiar enough with how their body changes that they can go back and forth at will. Most people never get beyond the point. Most never get beyond the point where the full moon will always transform them. And that was difficult even for me. And I've had a very long time to practice. And it's still difficult even for me. And he's struggling his beard. I have had a very long time to practice, as you may be.
Yes, you're very bold and very... Why, and you have the same sunglasses as me. That's rare.
Oh, no, these are not enchanted like yours. They're just...
How do you know that?
Magic.
Because I've studied magic for quite a while. When one has nothing better to do. Then, for your last question, how are you going to refrain from attacking your friends? Look up and tell me what phase the moon is in. As you look, if you look up, you will notice that the moon is full.
It is very full right now.
You are already familiar enough with yourself to not randomly attack people. I am a total stranger, and you did not feel the need to attack me. Your friends are more than your friend. I was transformed when you arrived because I was ready to fight you.
So you transformed to kill? Pulls out gun. No, I'm kidding.
I did not. I would not have killed you because then we would have had to wait for another Maxwell to be sent in for that Zodiac. Zodiac prophecy to fulfill itself.
Excuse me? Okay. We're not just going to keep batting around this elephant in the room. What do you mean, other Maxwell? How do you know I'm a Maxwell?
Firstly, he taps his nose. You smell exactly the same.
Okay, that is wildly wild.
You will eventually learn to discern people by scent as well, by the natural condition of having much greater senses of smell and of hearing than a humanoid. Elves and orcs and such.
Wow. So
also
the other Maxwell's thing.
Your wrist.
My wrist.
Right, that's where your
Let's
tattoo
his wrist. Can I even see my tattoo right now?
So your fur is black. Your fur in your hybrid form is black, but the Aquarius symbol is in the same spot, white. Why did you say stop?
Well, it's nice to know people can identify me just by looking at my wrist, so if I run up on my party like this, if they shoot me, I know it's because they did not like me.
I wouldn't go that far. If they are not particularly invested in prophecy, and if they were not expecting you to, and if they weren't expecting you to come up like this, they would not have recognized you. I never saw how the other Maxwell looked when he was transformed.
About that other Maxwell, what? There are other Maxwells.
But yes, you're not from here.
Well, yes, but I thought Crabman was the only constant. I thought I was special.
Oh, the crab. So you have met Crabman. Good.
Crabman is my favorite person in the world. I think I would cry and probably kill myself if he died.
Crabman does not die easily, nor is it easy to keep him dead. I do not know
Genuinely.
if the crabman you. I don't know if the crabman you knew has died, or if the crabman, or if the other crabman you may have met has died.
I met both. And honestly, if my crabman died, I might put the barrel of the gun. That's besides the point. If the other crabman died, it might. I would feel extremely sad to know that a crabman died. To put it plainly,
it is tragic.
Like I feel like something would awake. I feel like something would awaken in me if I saw a crabman die in front
I'm
of
gonna
me.
hit you in the face, Anne. The other about him being not alive. He did not survive becoming soul cursed. Well, he survived the curse, but his when his friends are not of the his friends were not of the heroing affliction like yours are. Like I assume yours to be. Hopefully.
What?
Hopefully yours are of the heroing affliction.
I mean,
His friends were not.
Aoife, there's this angel girl in our party named Aoife. She loves healing people and is the most innocent person in the world. Love her. She's like a little sister to me. So
I recommend that if you do not want your friends to waste a ton of time, that you at least, that even if you do not want to stay a werewolf, lie about wanting to stay a werewolf. Because
I mean, I don't know. It's pretty cool to be tall finally.
Yeah, you see him do the basically. Oh, it's taller than me. You know, top of his head, angle upwards. Yes, that is quite fun. Sometimes at home when I need to reach something high, which transforms simply to reach it.
I mean, really, it's like everybody keeps looking down on me. I'm getting sick of it, honestly. To finally be able to be like, oh, I grew an inch when I got here. I'm taller than that inch. How tall am I right now?
Oh, measurement is far beyond me. I have been mostly on my own for.
How tall are you?
I do not know. I became afflicted with bear after I had stopped measuring my growth, and after I had stopped using measurement altogether. And
would I be able to would he be as tall as I am when I'm not in wolf form, or would he be shorter?
Because you're taller, your perspective is skewed, and you don't.
God.
So you aren't able to tell because you're not accustomed to heights in this form.
Okay. I'm going to try to will myself back to Maxwell form, knowing that I can't, in front of this dude who has actively trained to do this, while she's trying to explain things to me. He's
Maxwell, calm yourself. I understand how you are feeling, but it is unwise to. You'll hurt yourself if you keep doing that before you are ready to try. I would recommend waiting until the new moon to try and transform one way or the other, so that you bear no risk of hurting yourself. In this world, it should be about 5 weeks. In the world,
that is a very long time.
That is quite a while. I do not know how long a day is from where you are from, but where I am.
24 hours.
Oh, that's a little shorter than where I am.
We take a lot of naps.
Oh yes. I take a similar amount of naps. Where I am from, the day is 26 hours.
So it
takes one to know one.
Yes. I'm glad to know that. Wait, you came from another world?
Yes, but I did so willingly. A great demon was poised to destroy our world, and I had not the power to stop him, being but a young man and not a werebear.
Maxwell goes to reach for like a notebook or a notepad, but then realizes, ah shit, I left my clothes. Damn it. That's right. I got naked before I left.
Oh, good. Good. Those clothes are saved. You asked a lot of questions all at once. Why don't we loop back to that?
Well, you answered the... Well, you kind of answered the other What was the other Maxwell like?
He, I believe the best way to put it was that he was a reformed villain. He was cursed with He was cursed to die of a sickness once after he was so cursed. Brutal and painful death, he died. I did my best to ease his suffering at the end, but medicine can only go so far.
Did you tell the other Maxwell that another Maxwell was coming to replace him in this world?
I let him know that his part of the prophecy could still be fulfilled. When he learned that he was Aquarius and that he was destined to help take down Azure, he tried to change his ways, and for the most part he did, except that his friends were not. His friends were skeptical, and he struggled to convince them. So much so that in the end they were no longer his friends.
I mean, that happens.
It does happen.
I've lost a lot of people. Okay, so you answered Max of the parallel universe Maxwell. It seems like I am a constant, apparently.
All of the Zodiac are.
I am very much a Nexus being. Anyway. So. Why? What? Like, okay. How does one, exactly... How long would it take, per se, to get used to this whole thing?
It varies from person to person.
How long did it take the other Maxwell?
The other Maxwell never had an opportunity to transform. His sickness...
That makes sense.
His sickness took him before full good.
I've forgotten a lot of the questions I asked. I asked a lot of those questions in a panic. Because... Well... Gestures to the old man. Wow. Do I get any benefits from this? Other than, height?
I do not know. I became particularly strong as I am particularly strong as a bear, but wolves typically are more cunning than anything else.
Well, aren't foxes the ones that are cunning? Wolves are... Well, pack hunters.
Wolves are strategists. Your nose and ears, for most people, are much more in tune with the world.
Does that kick in immediately, or do I have to get used to this? Because I don't think my sense of smell is being bombarded right now.
That's because I control the smells here. Did you not recognize that you had stepped through a planar boundary?
You know, something did tell me that that from where I exited, whatever I exited right now, that I stepped into a different place.
That feeling was crossing a planar boundary. This is I think the learned term would be pocket dimension. It's my little hidey hole for when, well, mostly for when I sense that sense that a lycanthrope is transforming for the first time, because I feel honor bound to help you, help all werewolves, and werebears and were-rats, were-boars.
Well, now I have to ask why.
I am unsure, really. It just feels like the right and honorable thing to do.
Have you met another you?
I have not met the Musin of this world. But I do believe that is because he is doing much the same thing across the ocean. I've heard of him.
Are you a part of the Zodiac thing that we got going on here?
No, but when I learned when the other Maxwell told me of it, I did my best to learn.
Well, what can you tell me of it? Because as far as I know, we're just here because people were like, oh, we need another bunch of these people because they're apparently dead. I didn't think well, obviously I can't. Other Mias can die earlier than myself, but I did not expect.
It is mere prophecies tend more to be predictions of the future as over edicts. Once a prophecy is learned and well known, it can be overturned by action or inaction. But when a seer, a true seer, foresees a prophecy, they typically see the future that will happen based on current events. The time of when the Zodiac was first described as a group of people, over a group of constellations. The great demon lords had been greatly reduced in number, from 30 to 2, and because their power was, because there were fewer, their power had become much greater. When the second to last was slain, the last, Azure, had become powerful enough to hide himself away and gain even more power.
That's interesting. Okay, personal question. Is this going to affect I know you said that, I already recognized what is happening to me and I'm intelligent enough to not attack people randomly. Is this going to affect any other parts of my personality, though?
Not unless you let it. It'll only get... It's kind of like fame. It only changes you if you let it get to your head.
How does it get to my head?
Same way fame does. Other people.
I'm not that famous. I think you overestimate my fame.
No. The people around you. If you choose to portray yourself as the werewolf, as the scary, spooky wolf man, as opposed to just Maxwell, people will be afraid of the scary, spooky wolf man, or intrigued by the scary, spooky wolf man, or disgusted by the scary, spooky wolf man. I recommend doing your best I reckon if you head back to New Amsterdam, they are more accepting of people there in York than in York. But
Wait, which one was New Amsterdam the one that burned down? No, it wasn't,
no,
right?
that was
because
was
Maxwell was about to be like, ooh, you know what? Some bad shit happened.
I would recommend going if you can. I would recommend staying if things are not already in motion. I would
Things are very
recommend-
much in motion.
Well, if you can, I would recommend making the base in Brumshire or Nimsdale, as they are smaller settlements.
Ah. And Nimsdale was the one that burned down, right?
Yes.
You know, Nimsdale might be a bit of a struggle.
Oh? Did something happen in Nimsdale?
The entire city might have just a little bit caught fire.
Oh no, I had friends in Nimsdale.
I mean, apparently most of them made it out, but some people might have died. I gave I gave two guys some weed there. It was perfectly fine.
Oh boy, I wonder whose fault that was.
I didn't burn. No, it wasn't me. It was not Maxwell, nor was it Jid.
No, it wasn't that.
Jid was
But there's another person.
absolutely not. Maxwell would never. Oh wait, no, evil Zelena, parallel universe Zelena? No.
Dude, regular Zelena would. Of course, parallel universe evil Zelena would.
Now, who's to say that the original Selena wasn't the evil one, okay?
That's a large assumption there.
When I say evil Zelena, I mean a Zelena that wouldn't be able to be kept in check by friends.
Fair.
So if Zelena never met Boris.
Or a Zelena that was actively encouraged to be evil, as opposed to actively discouraged.
So if Zelena never met Boris, because let's be real, Boris would have... No. Do you know another Boris here? I need some shit, bro. I haven't had. Like, I'm kind of running out, you see? Wait, no, I don't have it, actually. Never mind. I don't have the fucking stuff. God damn. Do you know another Boris?
I don't know another Boris, but I do know of a good weed man. He is literally the Green Wizard. He lives on an island that's about.
The homie.
He lives on a literal island of weed.
I can't wait for this now because I know what it is.
The best weed within a week's travel of anywhere.
I swear that is exactly what my guy from my world. His name is Boris.
Oh, I'm not done.
Was the greatest.
Oh, that's not it. The most beautiful hookers. Like, these are people who are very much like, you know how usually when you see someone on the streets being selling their body, they're in dire straits and it's their last resort.
I typically don't do that. Also, I'm if there was a way for a wolf to blush, he would be blushing right now. Like, you start rubbing the back of his head, like, I'm just...
you have someone in mind.
Who said that? Obviously,
Well, if that someone swings both ways, I'd recommend taking them there. Because as opposed to people who are desperate and on their last limbs, the people that the Green Wizard employs are masters of their craft and absolutely willing and into what they're doing. It is an experience, even if you're not there for sex, even if you're not there for a fake boyfriend experience, even if you just need a friend, an hour or two with one of them will change your life.
I am specifically bi. I am only gay for Crabman and Crabman only. This is canon now. I've said it.
Hey, don't let
as Maxwell.
don't let him don't let him hear that. You will not be able to walk. I've heard of Crabman. I know, or at least the Crabman I knew was. So he was. Jesus Christ.
I have only specific. That man has flirted with me on multiple occasions, and every time I've been ready. If we were in the middle of doing business with something else, I've been ready.
Yes, the other Crabman awakened something in me.
Oh my god.
He's-
Two Crabman fanboys meet in the woods somewhere.
Crabman
Immediately.
in the middle of woods.
This is exactly
But you
how
said-
this should.
But you said things have gone into motion.
Yes. So
Well,
we got
someone
we
better
had
than
I
himself.
had a
What's that?
dream. I had a dream about, and I explained the entire fucking dream to him.
The shared dream. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we went to go meet the mayor to do some revolutionary stuff, and then we got teleported into a dungeon where our respective symbols were on the floor, and then we had to kill some vampires. You know, I feel like there's I feel like a part of me would be cool with being a vampire too, although I'd have to change my name. Vladimir, Victor, whatever. I'll figure it out.
Stereotypical vampire names. But if things are going along, I believe your friends may have already left, as they did not chase you down, as most of the people traveling in groups who I have, I guess shepherded along. I had no intent of malice when I was bringing you here, but But as an apologies for stealing you away from your friends, let me teleport you back. This doesn't seem so much an offer or a question, but an exclamation as he jumps around and marks a wavy circle in the dirt, uttering a incantation. Before you can really realize what is going on, your surroundings change, but not much.
Does my nose get bombarded?
And yes, your nose does begin to be overwhelmed with the general force.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh!
Everything smells of like grass and trees.
Oh my god, everything
Luckily,
feels very hypersensitive.
luckily, it is the case that you are able that nothing particularly pungent that nothing particularly atrocious is hurting you. Is
Oh my god,
nearby.
that was a lot. That was a lot. That was
You're still in the
middle
forest clearing.
middle realization. Like he was turned around.
Hold on. Let me speak. You're still in the forest clearing, but not so convenient. And there's a robe around your shoulders that seems there's like a robe around, like you're now wearing a robe on top of your wolf form, your hybrid form. Conveniently, a convenient part of the spell. Not so convenient is the familiar face in front of him, who appears utterly shocked. I shouldn't need to say more than one word for you to know what's going on. So like,
Max Wolf wasn't looking at her. He was like rubbing his nose, eyes closed. Like, oh, what the fuck? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Realizes there's a campfire going next to him.
So, real
Slowly
quick,
turns around.
Maxwell, shut up.
does Selena recognize him in a werewolf form?
Yes. Oh wait.
Okay.
Wait, is this
Hold
my
on, no.
Selena?
This is Selena. Yeah. script. You know? This is in fact your cue, Zelena.
Okay. Well, Zelena turns, looks at you, goes, "Ah, shit!
Ah, what the
Maxwell?
fuck? Oh my...
I thought you were dead! I know you're dead! I killed you! I reduced you to a pile of ashes!
Excuse me? Immediately starts reaching back for the gun.
Oh.
Fuck!
No, stop! Please, I don't want to do that again. Jesus fucking Christ.
Pointing the gun at her. Stop talking.
How the fuck are you alive?
I never died. Also, I don't think I'm the Maxwell that you know.
Explain.
Well...
You know what? Fuck it. We don't have time for that. You need to get the fuck out of here. Alright?
What?
Look, if you are not a ghost and don't want to become one, I recommend you get the fuck out of here before fucking Aoife comes back from...
Out from between a couple of trees, Aoife appears, but not the Aoife you know and love. Her hair and her dress are both black, and she has and her expression is rather macabre. Instead of a lollipop shield and matching spiritual weapon, her shield is in the shape of a skull, and her main hand is occupied by a staff with a metal raven to the top. Selena, I can't believe you didn't actually kill Maxwell. And Maxwell, I can't believe it took 10 whole goddamn years to come back for revenge. Ugh. I guess if you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
I'm
Maxwell,
a revenant. If you kill me, I will hunt you down.
Roll initiative.
Ah, shit. Nope, gotta get back to the core page.
Do shit initiative. It's better than Aoife's, that's all that matters.
Alright. I need to get my magic item real quick.
What the fuck? Aoife, is that... What the fuck is happening? Oh my god!
Oh, there was an item I had in mind, and I forgot it. I forgot to add it.
Do I roll a wisdom save now?
Zelena, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, in true Zelena fashion, I don't want these people fighting, so I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire, and I'm gonna try to line. There we go.
Show me the. Oh, wait, you can just draw the line, can't you?
Yeah. Basically something like that.
Okay. Just need to find. Where is it? It's a rod or a wand or something.
Why would this old man teleport me here?
Because he said he would take you back to your friends. But he messed up.
Maxwell is definitely not going to... Everybody here is of a neutral party. I have no allies right now.
Yep. You also have a couple of new attack options. I just need to add them to your sheets.
Well, obviously, he's not going to attack Aoife, even if she just threatened to kill him. He hasn't had time to process as of this moment. He saw Zelena, and then he saw Aoife, and now he's just like, what the fuck is that?
So yeah, after casting the Wall of Fire, she's gonna turn to Maxwell and yell, "Get out of here! I can't hold her back forever! If you don't want to be dead, get out!"
Alright, does that end?
Yeah.
Okay. Maxwell. you're gonna have to like think of how to do this.
Yep, I'm back. What? Oh. So there's a wall of fire in front of me, right?
Yes.
And then this can you? Oh, I can show. I can show the description.
Oh, all my shit's whispered.
Yes, that's
Right.
Can you draw the line?
I did draw the line.
I don't see a line.
No, I mean like with the drawing tool.
I did.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay. And then the damage site is that way?
I'm pretty...
Yeah, it'll have to be that way.
Wait. If Aoife realizes that you put the damage side towards her, Okay, Maxwell has been around Zelena enough to know how Wall of Fire works, right?
Yes.
So he would know that she put the damage side towards Aoife, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Honestly, she's doing this to protect Maxwell. She's already killed him once. Doesn't feel up to doing it again.
I'm gonna roll. What would it be? Would it be wisdom, intelligence, investigation, insight?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to figure out would Maxwell have enough processing power to realize, okay, obviously this is a bad, this is a very terrible reality that I am in right now. And since Maxwell would know how like most villains would react, like, oh yeah, my underling just basically attacked me, I'm going to kill you now. Would Maxwell process that and be like, okay, I have to get her out of here now, or she's going to die?
Oh, because she treated you, because Aoife basically treated her as an underling. Would you, from that short interaction? Yeah, make it.
Would I
make
know?
It, make it, make
would
an
I
insight
know
check.
Aoife would probably try to kill her because she put the damage side towards her?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Nope. Damn. God damn it. Wish I was Sigmund right now.
Oh, okay.
Wish I was Sigmund.
No, you just know that the only thing you know, the only thing that you can piece things together from is that Zelena chose not to hurt you.
Okay. Panic attack ensuing. Okay, that's sweet. Okay. Okay. Do I have time to process right now? I don't. Okay. No. Oh, this is very difficult.
Rage.
Now I'm gonna whirl a wisdom.
Remember, your werewolf form does not inherently change your personality.
Yeah.
It's only your own neurotic tendencies that would make you act weird.
I'm gonna roll to see if he lets his aggression take over or if he lets his logic take over. Wisdom save. I'm gonna roll to see if he does fight or flight. Wait, before you say that, is pass You
fight
rolled it?
or is pass flight?
Pass would be flight.
Advantage.
Pass would advantage.
Because of what's going on, because Elaine has given you a window to escape, you're at the from what you know so far, the better option is for you to try and escape?
Well, I set my own DC to 15.
Okay.
So Maxwell is going to make it there, look back at Zelena with like eyes that say, "Are you going to be okay?" and disappear into the woods.
Oh,
I'm going to double dash.
gonna double. Oh, damn. That I did not make this map big enough for you to do that. How far is double dash?
Well, I have a speed of 40 feet.
40. So it's 160. Because your speed.
120.
Nah, I'm gonna rule that your speed doubles every time you dash because that's like how it makes sense to me. Is you dash
Full on all fours type dashing right now. Just
like oh, I didn't make it. Hold on, you need to remeasure that. Because I didn't have that. So how far is it? I said it's 160.
well, I started right here, so I went there first,
Okay.
and then
so
just ended up right.
so
Off the map.
yeah.
He went gone.
But not gone enough to escape. Words.
But
How many
not
squares
gone
is
enough to-
120 feet?
Like 24?
24. Okay, so an extra 30 squares in either direction should be enough. There, now you have room to run.
Actually, if you measured from the top left corner, you could see how long 120 feet is. 120 at the very least.
You measure distances across because it's 3 point. It's Pythagoras plays a part. Now I changed it to 3.5 in movement. So if you go 2 squares diagonally, it's 15 feet. Because if you go diagonally across a 5-foot square, it's actually like 7.5 feet, give or take a couple inches.
So.
All right, so you were
80.
so 110 from there. Because you moved
110 from there.
Yeah. Also,
Okay.
Did Zelena answer Maxwell's glance?
Well, it was just a glance. Right now, she's more worried about making sure he gets away.
He full on pause. Like,
Oh, nah, she'll answer it simply by trying to shoo him out of there.
actually, I take back the double dash. I'm gonna dash and then I'm gonna hide within the trees and the bushes and such. So now it gives me 80 feet of movement. So 110 from there. So that would give me 70 feet more from there. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 9. There it is. Right there. Then I'm going to hide. How dark is it right now?
It's fairly light outside. It's full moon. And
Yeah.
How did you measure that to be 70?
I don't know. I was really playing it by eye. I started right there.
Did you run around?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so that's only 35 feet,
Yeah.
and you can't measure by eye anymore because there's Pythagoras in the math.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna curve. Maxwell would know it's not smart to just run straight at all, like ever. So he would, zigzag a bit.
Okay. So that leaves, what, this was your move?
Yep.
Okay, so that leaves you with 15 feet? Or 25 feet?
Yeah. Right there. Maybe. Alright. Right there. And then I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
Because that is the smartest option right now.
Well, you're not
Decent.
accustomed to your new size yet.
Oh no.
You have disadvantage on the stealth check.
Okay. 22 was still the still the worst one.
Alright. And that brings us to Aoife's turn. Aoife glares at Zelena and shaking her head. I'll take care of you when I'm done with him. Asshole.
Shit.
You hear her muttering something to herself. Zelena recognizes it as the expeditious retreat spell that she learned in their travels from their former group's wizard. So she's able to dash as a bonus action.
Hiding in the trees. Hiding among the rubble.
But you forget. I'll roll this public.
Yeah, I know her wisdom's
Oh!
gorgeous.
Damn.
You can't hide from me in these woods. These are my woods. Make a
Was there
Constitution save.
Constitution save, huh? This isn't gonna be. Oh no! Nope. Alright, that's 57 points of damage.
That was great. How about damage?
That's 57 points of damage.
God damn.
Fuck.
Oh.
Wait, how the hell does she have a 6th level spell slot?
She's level 11.
Oh, I thought we were only taking them to 10.
Oh, no, I thought. Did I say 10? I meant
You said
11.
10.
I meant 11. Because that's the level of the rest of the party. And also, spellcasters are a little squishy.
Well, I believe you also said it was because they get exponentially more powerful.
Oh, right. I forgot that.
I'm
I
also-
forgot that.
I'm
It was
al-
kind of rushed.
I'm also still level 10.
Well, also, she only got one of those. I'm not gonna, insta-kill you.
I was already, kind of damaged too. I was, a little bit down. I was like, oh shit. This ain't good. I ain't coming in.
That
This
brings
is not
us to
good,
Zelena and
boys.
Terabang.
Oh my. Oh.
Wait, hold up. Hold up. She casts Expeditious Retreat, right?
Oh shit, you're right. Look at me being dumb.
Do I get my hit points back?
Yeah, you get your hit points back. Instead, make a wisdom save.
That's worse for me. There it is.
So I did say 11th level though. And you notice.
Yeah, well. 3d12 was so a lot less than 50 fucking 7.
Yeah, it
Still
is.
a lot
But
less.
now if she does that, I'm gonna die. I only have 52, and I get the feeling that was nowhere near max damage.
It was actually pretty close. The
Was
maximum for
it?
3d12 is 36.
Yes. I'm gonna fucking die. Alright. Okay.
If you continue to act suicidally, yeah, you're gonna die.
How am I? How is running away acting suicidally? That is literally preserving my life.
So it's Zelana's turn now?
Yes. Well, remember the old adage: you could run, but you can't hide.
Yeah. Well, at this point, I may as well drop concentration on Wall of Fire.
Okay. Oh, and she also was supposed to take damage when she walked through the wall of fire. Can you roll wall of fire real quick?
Yeah. Just give myself that spell slot back.
Oh, right, that would
failed it because she was just hell bent on walking towards. You can see her health bar, right? Not the number,
Yeah.
but the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause that's an important distinction.
I know I'm being a glutton for punishment, but since my ears are more sensitive right now, would Toll the Dead have a greater effect?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a metaphor. It's the ring. The ring isn't the ring is the painful part, but the magic isn't. The magic doesn't damage your hearing. It damages you by way of your hearing, not by damaging your hearing. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Because being able to actively deafen your enemies seems like a war crime.
Alright. Well, Zelana can't move as fast as you guys can.
Don't worry, I'm about to make a loop.
So instead, what she's going to do is she's going to cast Tree Stride. Basically, she can now walk through trees.
Can you post a description of that?
You did.
I just did.
Oh, there it is. It's above the. You are now concentrating.
So I can teleport to any tree within 500 feet of whatever tree I step into.
Nice. So, assume that the trees continue at the same density. I just did.
Yeah, that is the plan. So I'm going to step into this tree behind me, and I'm going to pop up here next to Maxwell. Like,
I am naked and afraid, and this is terrible.
Look, don't worry about me. I can handle this. Just get the fuck out. I'd take you through the tree with me, but that's not how the spell works.
So,
are you still friends with Boris?
the answer to that is,
It's complicated.
that actually is the answer.
It's complicated. Just get the fuck out of here. I know you can move faster than that.
Oh no. I'm pretty confused right now.
And let's see, Tree Stride is my action, and to actually walk through the tree is my bonus action, I think. Oh no, it's as part of my movement.
It's 5 feet of movement.
Coolio.
Well, so it's 5 feet of movement to enter a tree, and then 10 feet of movement to leave a tree. You can only use this ability once per round.
Alright. So, before I do anything else, I'm gonna reach into my little satchel here, grab a scroll, and hand it to Maxwell and say, "You're gonna need this. Now go." Let's see, I can't do any of my cantrips as a bonus action. Ooh, not that one. Not that one. I was looking. Yeah, all my cantrips are actions, so yeah. So you said that took a total of 15 feet of movement?
10. But you
10.
Can't,
Coolio.
But you can't walk into another tree.
Coolio. So yeah, I'm just gonna step right here and call it a turn.
Oh,
Brings us to Maxwell's turn.
you have a scroll now.
I have a scroll now. Do I have time to read what it does?
No.
No.
You were running for your life, sir.
Okay.
You can
Well-
see. You can see that it's labeled. I'm gonna ask you a question, Drew, in the W.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna make this known. When Maxwell tries to flight and it doesn't work, and he's by himself, and now he knows, like, okay, she says I'm going to be fine. If she's anything like my Zelena, going to be fine is never fine. So now-
from the tree from the way that both of them have been acting, you can tell that. Ooh. It's labeled. The scroll is labeled Ifa.
Does this summon my Eva? No. No. This wouldn't summon my Eva. You know what? It doesn't matter. I gotta get out of here. I can't tuck it anywhere. I don't have a bag. Maxwell is going to grab Selena.
The fuck?
Grab her by her hood, because I think she has a hood. With his mouth. All right, time to put whatever werewolf strength or whatever I have.
You
To
are
use.
you were. The funny thing is, you already had a werewolf strength score. I was like, oh, making him a werewolf will be a nice little buff to your strength score.
Is that what the 15 is?
Was it not 15 before?
I don't know.
I think
don't
it was 15
remember.
before because I know I didn't change it, but like it was supposed to be 15. It's supposed to be 15 because it's supposed to be 15 now because you're a werewolf.
Okay. Grab Selena and start. Now he's going to double dash.
Just that shit?
Of which, what would the effect to my movement be now? Considering I'm carrying Selena.
How much does this Selena weigh?
I didn't put in her bio stuff, so I forget.
Do you remember what normal Zelena weighs?
And I can look real quick. Give me 2 seconds, sir.
You know what? My load times are better than yours. I bet I can get it quicker.
Probably. No, this one.
Come on. Let's go. Gotta get out of here. If you're anything like my Selena, I know exactly what "it'll be fine" means.
Oh, I mean, hey, you can very clearly tell that this Selena is firmly in her element. Okay, she's 158 pounds. This Selena has 75 pounds of gear, so it's 225 pounds. You can't carry her. Or no,
God
you
damn
can.
it.
You can.
Oh, sweet.
You know, you can't. Wait. Shit. Let me look this up real quick.
She has 75 pounds of gear. God damn.
Because 15 times 15 is 225. And you
Also, I'm
have
not
slightly-
carrying anything
Yeah, you
on
have your
me.
rifle. You have your rifle.
Yeah, that's it. That's literally it.
Well,
And my rifle is only 9 pounds.
yeah, rifle do be heavy. Wait, a Car 98K is 9 pounds.
That's what is labeled right here in my inventory. 9 pounds. Like without everything.
I've gone into a new tab on the one that I'm on the tab that I'm capturing, so I got Wikipedia open. Oh yeah, 8.2 to 9 pounds. It's 9 pounds loaded. And because it's technically always loaded, it's 9 pounds. Okay, that's really heavy for rifles. Modern rifles are like 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 6, 7 pounds. 9 pounds is heavy for a rifle. But again, it was an outdated when it was built rifle. So, but yeah, that puts you. If I remember, let's see, carry capacity. Okay, I need to find carry capacity rule. I did not expect this to happen. If I expected this to happen, I would have been prepared for it.
Currently, Zelena is his only link that he recognizes who is actually not trying to attack him or sends him away right now. So he's like,
ability.
this is you are a link right now.
So you can okay. So while pushing or dragging weight in excess of your carrying capacity, your speed drops to 5 feet. You would not be able to carry Zelena because she's like slightly over your carry capacity. Because she's 158 pounds and her gear weighs 75.1. That's like a little over 230. So you would not be. Oh wait, yeah. So you can. Yeah. So you could drag her along.
Oh, then I will definitely drag her.
But you'd be dragging her along with a movement speed of 5 feet.
I'd have a movement speed of 5 feet.
Well, unless he simply grabbed her by her hand and pulled her, and she just kind of started moving along with him.
Yeah. I would argue that you're...
Because she's not just a lump of weight. She is a person. If she's being dragged, she'll try to keep her balance by keeping her feet under her.
Right, okay. So...
The question is, would she?
I was assuming she would dig her heels in and like lean away and then try not to be dragged along. I would say that your movement speed would then average out to 35 instead of 40. But like, would she be dragged along in this situation? She thinks she has the situation under control, and by all means, she probably does. A druid versus cleric in a forest, where
Wait, she's a druid?
Yeah, Tree Stride is a druid exclusive spell.
Oh my god. The Selena's a druid?
And Thorn Whip, like...
Thorn Whip is a druid exclusive. Is druid... I think artificers might also have it.
Either way, point being, she's not a wizard.
She's not a wizard.
Fuck. Oh, you smell like Boris, yeah. But if he was a fire one. Do you smell weed? The question's for later.
She definitely smells more of campfire than of weed. Like someone, like, you know, there are some people who are out camping so much that they permanently smell of campfire. That's what this Selena smells like. You know what campfire smells like, right? Oh yeah, you live in California. This whole state's on fire sometimes.
Yeah, consistently.
Any state whose environment gives me a week of bloody noses, I will rag on for the rest of my life.
Selena, I know you from a parallel universe. Whenever in that universe you said, it's fine, it was never fine. Come on, pick up your feet, get going.
I mean, Zelena would probably resist a little bit, but not enough to actually make it difficult for Maxwell to escape. Because she needs him to escape, otherwise he's going to die.
Come on.
So just, do your movement as if you have a 35-foot move speed. And you need to draw out your movement, because remembering the rule of every other diagonal as opposed to just drawing out your move with the rule self. done.
5. Wait. 10, 15, 20,
So and then you're double dashing for this.
30. Yeah. $35. $35 would be right there. That's 35. He's actively trying to pull Selena with him.
Yeah, I'll move her to match once you get it done.
That's 35. Double dashing. How
It's
much would double
140.
dash? Okay, 140.
Because
Right? That square right there is 140.
its rules is written that double dashing is quadrupling your speed. Any increase or decrease to your speed changes this additional movement by the same amount.
Well, yeah, it doesn't double your speed. It adds your maximum movement speed to your movement speed. It acts as a double, but it's not really a double. So it's not 40 times 2, it's 40 plus 40.
Oh, and you gain extra movement for the current turn?
Yeah.
That is a... I'm going to say that double dashing is quadruple, because that's what makes... Because that doesn't need...
35, 40,
That doesn't need
75.
pedantics. That doesn't need to be explained. That doesn't need to be worded funny to work.
30 feet, and that would be 105 at this point.
Well, let me make the page a little bit big. Oh, a little bit bigger so that you can tell me if your page starts to lag. Just in case, because big ones can lag.
Nope, I'm good right now. Okay, I have 35 feet of movement left. $35. You right there.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, and that is definitely an end turn. Which
Yeah.
brings us to Aoife, and you can hear her shouting evil things and profanities and things that the Aoife you know would never say.
Oh my god! The language!
Plot twist, she's yelling it all in Celestial.
I still understand it.
No, she's yelling in common. But she was able to... She double dashed in a straight line because she has expeditious retreat going. Let me make it so that she's concentrating on that.
Man, she went far.
Yeah,
What is her normal movement speed?
30. It's just 120 feet in a straight line versus 140 feet in a kind of curvy line.
Right.
Like, she just heard you running in that general direction. It's like, okay, I just gotta go this way.
So she used both her action and her bonus action to dash at us?
Yes, she needs to catch up. She needs to be close enough to target one of you. And most of her spells require, and like there's enough. The tree coverage is dense enough that you can still. It's light enough that you can still run through it at normal speed, but it's dense enough that after like 100 feet or so, or after like 80 feet or so, you can't quite see.
Okay. So we're surrounded by a bunch of trees and plant life and shit, right?
Yeah.
You'd consider that all flammable objects, right?
Yeah.
Coolio. So I'm gonna fireball an area between us, trying not to hit anyone, but just enough to put fire between us all, and hopefully use it as a type of cover or diversion to
Horrible nightmare. I will wake up soon enough.
I wonder if this would work.
if what would work.
I will say it once I get it. Let's see, what token do I want to use for this? Just to.
I can't wait for Maxwell to get a moment alone with Zelena and be like, "Oh, how are you? Are you okay? Yeah. Did you know the Nimsdale was on fire? Yeah, I did it. That's worrisome. You're one of those hero types, aren't you? Not at all," he said with a terrible lie.
What is that?
It's Fireball.
Fireball. Do 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 do. Woo do 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 do.
I remember there being.
Woo do 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 do.
Is it not in? There's something somewhere that lets me change a default token size. Here it is. So it's 20-foot radius, which would be 40 feet across. Let's try 8. Oh, wait, gotta.
Evil Aoife is terrifying.
No, that didn't.
You could just adjust the token size from there, right?
Yeah. I can do it quicker with sets. Dimensions and units.
I was not going to fight at all. This was not an fight was never an option for Maxwell.
Oh wait, I can just make it a nearly invisible one and give it an aura, a visible aura. There. Fireball between you that hits nobody. That's a bunch of fire.
Can you allow me to move it? Yeah.
Sure, I have to. With the way I set this up, it's gonna take a second. Edit. There.
Yeah. Okay.
Move token.
Cool. So I was thinking something more along the lines of here. Myself and Maxwell are really good at dexterity saves,
And I have evasion.
and technically so does Zelena.
So
If you want to get real technical about it.
So I hope this works.
You're doing me confused. Why does she have evasion?
Because of this.
Shield Master. Okay.
You can add your AC bonus to any dexterity saving throw you make. Cool.
Also,
So
makes that, and I have evasion, so I took nothing.
And you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed.
Yep. So considering the DC was 17.
Yeah.
18.
17.
Was it? It says
Yeah.
spell save deep. No, wait, no, that's
18
expectations.
is for-
Retreat.
17 is
Not bad.
for Evil Aoife.
So yeah.
Ifa.
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 Right between us, just trying to light everything in this area on fire. Give us as much cover as possible and get the fuck out.
Nega Ifa.
Now is
Yeah,
not
I
the
know.
time to be making jokes.
You guys.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
why the two
Yeah,
of us
I
can't
know.
say that, right?
I
'Cause
know.
of what
I
it
know.
sounds like.
Literally the whole nega chin was barely out there. It's the nega chin. What? Mr. Crocker, what did you say?
Honestly, I bet that Butch Hartman named him that instead of the Evil Chin on purpose so that he could say it.
It's the nega chin. What you say?
Damn, my hair dye is fading quick.
Anyway, that's Zelena's turn.
I still need. Oh, there it is. I didn't see. Wait. Was that it? I don't have timestamps on the chat. Did you make the save? Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's just. It's got kind of like pushed up. I didn't see it at first. Okay, and that ends?
Yes.
Okay, Maxwell.
Double dashing in a straight line.
You're double dashing in a straight line.
In a straight line. No, none of that zigzag bullshit that caused me a little bit of movement. Nah, just
In a straight line, directly away from her.
away from her.
Directly away from her? Like,
Yeah.
the angle away from her, or just a cardinal direction?
However, it is for movement to be the farthest away from her.
You know what? I will just move all of you guys up so that I don't have to make the sheet bigger again. Because I don't want to lag out anyone's. I don't want to lag it out. Let's remove a bunch of tokens.
This is us just running for our lives from an evil Ifa.
Yes.
You said is 140?
Also,
As far as
Maxwell, you noticed. You would have noticed for sure. You ran by some coffins when you were running away.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just making sure you noticed, because I put a tree on him to make him kind of hidden, but you would have seen him at your level.
Maxwell took that for note and tucked it away for later. Tucked it way away for later. Okay, so that's 140 right there.
Okay.
Alright. Pretty sure it's right there.
Maker Almighty.
Okay. Are you still? Okay, you guys started your turn in some fire, and I assume Selena's still going along.
Yeah.
So, just from being in fire, you guys take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Ow.
Oh wait, Maxwell, are you left or right-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Oh,
Oh,
you got
wait a
the
second.
cold- You got the cold.
I got the
resist.
cold damage. I got the cold resistance. Maxwell is ambidextrous and mains his left.
Well, you're a left-hand main. How inconvenient.
Okay.
I am
So I was thinking my elemental adept would grant me resistance to fire, but it did not.
Yeah, that's weird. But I guess damage resistance as a feat is a little too strong. Like, very conditional damage reduction for a feat isn't too strong, but like just flat out damage resistance is too strong for a feat.
So 120 feet.
And could we also claim that since that area is on fire, it would be classified as difficult terrain?
None of this is difficult terrain.
I'm saying the area that's on fire is difficult terrain.
Could we classify it as such?
Yeah, in that case, there. Yeah. You're forcing her to run around.
Mm-hmm. So She can't get too close.
Because she did just casually run through the wall of fire.
I mean, she could run through the fireball. I mean, that's
a very
solely
real
on her.
But if it's difficult terrain, it wouldn't make sense. Okay, that was double dash that ends. I forgot the double dash is 2 actions.
Yeah. Bonus action for Maxwell because rogue. Survive. Survive.
New mission objective, survive.
Survive.
Alright, on to
Oh
Selena.
god. She be catching up to us. Slowly but surely.
No, not slowly but surely. You will eventually outrun her by the simple fact that you can double dash forever and she can't. Well, you can double dash
Okay, so
for like an hour before it became incredibly
how much further would we have to go in order to have completely lost her?
That depends.
On?
But if you keep running the same direction, and if she notices you change direction. I'd say once you get the gap, if at the end of her turn the gap is 120 feet, you'll be effectively away. So right now,
Alright, give me just one moment.
And it's Maxwell trying to escape, so the gap is 75 feet.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. What's the range on this? 90 feet?
Somebody cast slowness on this tiny girl.
I'll do you one better. Let's see. So what is the name of this? This is... I would like to cast Summon Elemental.
Mm-hmm. Did you?
So...
I will say that she has that because it would make sense for her to have something destructive.
So I'm going to summon a fire elemental directly in front of Aoife. So it is technically an elemental spirit, not an actual elemental.
Oh, so does it have its own token?
Sort of.
Wait, Tasha. That's a Tasha spell, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, I think so. So it is a fire elemental spirit.
You can see within range.
Well, range is 90 feet.
She is a lot less than that.
Okay, ping the space you want her to be. Or, yeah. Then...
So it is currently a fire elemental.
After yours... It's a fire elemental.
It's a fire elemental with an AC of 15 and 50 max hit points and a movement speed of 40.
Speed of 40, okay.
So I will actually hold on to that. I don't think I can roll anything for it, but I can at least keep track of the stats. And that is going to be Zelena's turn, so it turns immediately to the spirit.
No action required for your verbal commands.
So yeah.
You want to issue a verbal command if you want to? Or...
Yes, the verbal command is to basically stall her, keep her busy.
Okay, then you use the 4th level slot?
Yes. So, I can still roll all this stuff here. So, actually, I can just add that stuff to my character sheet.
Oh, in that case, I can put the elemental spirit sheet in your. Just don't edit anything on it.
Wait a minute. Can't Selena wild shift into something lighter?
I mean, technically, but
Yeah. No, it
not
doesn't
her
take.
strategy.
That would take away from the story. That would take away from the story and her character.
so this is spell.
Plus, wild shape is Boris's thing.
The damage for it is not that one.
I mean, you have a. I put a sheet in your journal for the elemental spirit, and well, wait. Well, that doesn't make sense because
1d10 plus 4
follows
plus
your
4.
orders. It follows your orders, but if your orders are vague, it has to interpret them, which the interpretation would go to the DM. Because is an ally as opposed to say familiar. So it was to stall Aoife. The best way to stall Aoife would be to take its attention, would be to try and take her attention by hitting her.
Correct, and it has 2 attacks. So
Okay, what's your spell attack modifier?
no, I just added it to my thing. So
Oh. Okay, so it's +9. I'm gonna use the first 2 rolls because So 13 doesn't hit this Aoife. The 23 does for 14 fire damage. All right, that brings us to Maxwell.
Hold on, I'm writing in my notes right now. All right, cool. Save changes. There we go. So far, he's terrified. Okay.
so far he is terrified.
Yeah. Okay. Double dash. You could just assume for the majority of Maxwell's turn, double dash.
Maybe you guys to the top again. And
Double dash.
And put the fireball in the corner just that you can drag it if need be, but I guess you have a character sheet for it. You can just drag off that.
Alright. There's that, and then...
There you go.
Okay.
I'm being dragged along with you.
Alright, brings us to
Alright, just hold on.
Aoife.
Now, here we go, now! Keep holding on! Yeah.
What's happening here, DM?
I am a type W.
Oh boy.
So Aoife is she took the damage, but let's see, wait, so alright, she's just gonna double dash anyways because she can take another hit. So have the thing make an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Okay, that does hit, but it doesn't have Sentinel, so.
Yeah, fuck off, shit. Oh, I'm so close. We're so close to being away.
Alright. That brings us to Zelena.
Zelena's gonna just turn to Maxwell and go, "Why haven't you used that damn scroll yet?"
What the fuck is the scroll?
Before Zelena answers, Maxwell, make a wait, you have intelligence.
I do have intelligence.
And you
I don't have proficiency in Arcana right now.
It wouldn't be. I'm not having you make Arcana. Do you have what? Do you have an intelligence skill with which you are proficient?
No. Absolutely not.
You have
None of them.
You have intelligence saves. Make an intelligence save. I just need you to add your proficiency bonus to this.
That's terrible.
Right, but you know Zelena. You travel with Zelena. You would know Zelena intimately. You would know that she would that. You'd be familiar with how, maybe not specifically with how she would label a scroll, but you could. But like, it was just the two of them. So if she labeled it Aoife, like, how do I explain this in a way that isn't just like giving it away?
Well, while you're busy trying to explain
Is it damage, is it help, or is it breathing room?
Okay.
No, yes, and yes.
No, yes, yes. It's help and breathing room. Next turn.
Okay, so, just real quick, Maxwell, you took a decent amount of damage there. So, now this is going to be unusual. Zelena here is basically going to wrap her hand around whatever part of you she can muster. And
You're already holding hands because of being dragged along a bit.
yeah. And yeah, you're going to get some of this.
There's a third level, fourth level.
Fourth level, cure wounds, just BAM!
Oh, it's
Use that scroll and get the hell out of here. Yeah, it's a circle spell.
What? Bro. Now I'm tempted to make a wildfire druid for my next character. Because that's
cure wounds, burning hands, flaming sphere, scorching ray, plant growth, revivify, fire shield, aura of life, flame strike, and mass cure wounds.
Oh, which was the third level fire spell that they got?
Plant growth and revivify.
Plant growth and revivify? I would say that. Well, I would rule that if you were making it as a player character as opposed to an NPC. Zelena has fireball because she's Zelena. But like,
yes.
I would say that specific rule for wildfire druids would be 3 third level circle spells, one of which then you would choose 2, and the third available option will be fireball.
Yeah.
Because that's the way that makes sense to me. It's like, it's fire druid, you get fire.
So yeah,
it's a fire druid, they should have the iconic fire spell. Oh.
Yeah. So that's gonna be her turn.
Alright. That's on the elemental spirit. Just gonna try its best to catch up. But it does. It's able to dash, but not double dash. I would argue that everything is able to dash, because unless it says otherwise. Oh, 40 feet. Okay, so it gets another 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Brings us to Maxwell.
Maxwell's gonna use the scroll.
There we go. So when you open the scroll and begin to read aloud its incantation, your surroundings start to fade. And where'd you go? There's this map. I just need to adjust this map. Because there's a lot of tokens on it that aren't supposed to be there. All right, and Drew, by no means I am not kicking you out, but you are. Thank you for voicing those, for voicing Zelena.
All right. So, idle question though. Since he was holding on to Selena, would he have accidentally dragged her with him?
I would have purposely tried to get her with me.
Would she have been a willing party to that?
That is an excellent question. Let me roll some kind of d20 to determine.
Would she like?
Yes.
Would she want to deal with the threat of an angry Eva who just got attacked by her not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times? Selena's a smart girl. She's acknowledging Eva as her boss.
Well, Zelena clearly has the fear of God put into her.
Do it.
I'm a roll a d20. DM, I'll let you set the DC. Above it, I go with him. Below, I'd stay. So it's just going to be a straight d20.
It's gonna be a weird. It's gonna be an abnormal DC 17.
Okay, 17.
No, she did not.
She did not join him.
All right. You might see these characters again in the future. This was just sort of a way to introduce them. Now you find yourself in an actually familiar place. The room Wilbur refers to as a closet, and you're standing upon the teleportation circle your Aoife landed through when the party was sent their separate ways after the tournament.
Am I still a werewolf?
You are still in your werewolf form.
Oh, that's terrible.
A face of a familiar shape, but an unfamiliar color, appears round the bend. Hello?
Loads the gun. Who's there?
You come to my house and
Listen.
Maxwell? Maxwell? Is that you?
Wilbur?
You know this. You remember this guy, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You may sound like you personally didn't know this character.
Oh, well.
What?
Not it. He doesn't know which one is the familiar one, so right now he's questioning fucking everything.
Yes, you would definitely recognize this as Wilbur without the makeup. Of course it's me. You're in my house. You do realize
Maxwell collapses on the floor right there.
Oh God. Well, you've certainly gotten taller. And Wilbur helps you up and starts to and you're slightly taller than him in this form. I don't remember what I set his height to. Let me go check that before I go making wild things.
This is the same building, right? Like, I'm not in a different world again, right?
Yes.
This is the same building?
This is the same building. Yes, this is actually, I said, truly familiar. So,
okay.
Any notes or spare parts you left on this table would still be on this table. And that's the give. Sit down. What do you drink? What do you drink when you're feeling?
Give me, and you know what? Ah, shit! I left my fucking shit in the fucking forest. God damn it! I need a fucking smoke.
Oh, it's a smoke.
I need a fucking hit right now. Oh.
And you mean marijuana, yes?
I do mean marijuana. I had a guy who was perfect for this. His name was Boris. Oh. Wilbur, that's besides the point.
That is quite beside the point.
No, I need to ask you a very, very important question.
Yes?
Have you ever met Aoife before she came here?
No. From the way the prophecy was written, I assumed the other Aoife was dead.
No, she
Lily...
is not.
What?
She is not.
What do you mean? I've seen
there
her
is
grave.
There is a very, very evil Aoife out there.
Oh, a faked death. That is something.
She tried to kill me on sight, saying that the other Maxwell is dead, and that she and another person who I knew in my world killed me. And I met a guy who was a werebear who fucking Roches, Monsieur Roches or something like that.
Okay.
He was nice. He was a nice man.
Will guy.
We had a whole discussion about Crabman and everything. It was great. God, I cry if that man ever died.
Wait, I was checking the transcript of the video where Wilbur was introduced because I know I mentioned this height. Can you repeat that? What was the gist of what you were just saying? I caught the end of it. Oh, you knew guy. You're describing Boris.
I knew a guy named Boris, and then as of right now, I was describing Roches. Roches? Shoes.
You can just call him Roshi. I know who you're.
No, I'm calling.
Roches is based off of Roshi.
Fucking
Roshi is like
Roshi.
It's either Greek or Latin. The singular is US and the plural is -I. I think it's Greek. So like Roshis would be one Roshi because of the whole multiverse thing.
Met this werebear named Roshi. Apparently, I'm soul cursed or something like that.
Oh,
because
you met one of the Roshi.
Yes. You know him?
No, but reading about them is how I learned initially of the idea of a universal constant, and why it wasn't exactly shocking news. Where I learned that 2012.
Apparently, my universal constant got killed by his former party members because apparently I wasn't a good person in this world.
Well, wait. No, you were killed because you tried to become one.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I tried to become a good person, but before I wasn't a good person, and I ran with a very not good person crowd, and now, well, he died because of it. I am a good person. I definitely almost got killed back there.
I would still say that I would say that if you're with us, you're not exactly running with good people. My canon isn't exactly legally acquired. Schlatt's a cool man.
You're not out here killing people.
We are.
You're not out here. Well, let me finish. You're not out here killing people because they're trying to live their lives and make different changes in their lives. Are you? Like random, just good people? Because I got the vibes from it. I'm pretty sure they burned down whatever the name of Nimsdale. I'm pretty sure they burned it down.
Oh wait, I need to put the werewolf Maxwell on the there. Oh, it's very okay. That I'm glad that regular Maxwell. So your regular Maxwell is just gonna go under that token because I assume you guys aren't gonna move from that spot.
No.
Well.
And what about Nikki? What were you saying about Nikki?
Nikki's an arsonist. She was in jail when Nimsdale burned down though.
I doubt she was there. And even if she was, I mean, who doesn't involve themselves with a bit of arson sometimes?
Nikki and Videns were in prison for reasons. It's just that the people that they were hurting are now the bad guys.
I agree. But yes, I'm pretty sure they burned down Nimsdale, so unless you're out here just murdering innocent people, then...
No, Nikki prefers control to burn.
Yes, no, huh? Yeah, Also, soul cursed, Roshi. You know, a bit of that.
Soul cursed. Ooh, soul
I'm
curses
soul
are
cursed,
rare.
apparently.
Oh, that.
Ah,
So you didn't have an awful sexual encounter. Okay,
what?
we've had to take Schlatt place. We've had to take Schlatt places a couple of times because he likes to
Yeah.
frequent some rougher parts of town.
Roshi definitely told me that I'm soul cursed, and
Yes,
that he tried to teach the other Maxwell how to control it, but he didn't make it that far because he died.
yes. People don't take kindly to werewolves, but people also don't take kindly to me. So, and
Well,
we and
he didn't.
so long
He
as
didn't die.
grape coke is on your side, you'll be safe to hide in here on your transformation nights.
He didn't say that he died because of being a werewolf.
Well, I'm sure. Well, the being a werewolf
He
won't directly kill you, you know.
no, but Roshi specifically said that Maxwell died because he got cursed by his party members.
Yes, that's.
And that is what the other Aoife was.
Ooh, that little girl, evil. Yikes.
It surprised me too. I don't know how I'm gonna look at her. I don't know how I could ever. I'm.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. It's. I'm sure she'll cheer you up and remind you that there is good in the world.
I don't know. After seeing that murder sentence on that little girl's face, I don't know if I could ever
What
live
do you
through
drink?
this.
You need a cup of something. Beer, hot chocolate. We don't have any weed.
Give me a whiskey sour.
Oh, whiskey sour. I. How do you make a whiskey? Wait, how do you make a whiskey sour? Wow, Ant. Turning 21 and suddenly you know all the drinking.
I know 2 drinks. Do you have a rum and coke? Something.
We don't have. Let's see. Whiskey, lemon
Do you
juice,
just have
sugar.
any
Oh,
liquor at all?
um, well, I'm sure Schlatt won't mind you having some of his whiskey. He dips into the other room, rummages through Schlatt's things, and comes out with a half empty bottle of like a square shaped bottle labeled Jack Daniels.
I'm going to down that shit.
Ah, okay.
Downed.
I'm thinking several Constitution saves.
I imagine it wasn't full because
No, it was
Schlatt
like
seemed like the alcoholic
it was. I
type.
said it's like between a third and half full, and it was like a fifth. So a fifth of a gallon is so like a tenth of a gallon.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Oh, I hope I change back before they get here.
Well,
And right as he finished that thought, the rest of the party burst through the door.
well, actually, yeah. Well, you guys have been gone for a while. It's been about a week.
Week? We've been in that dungeon for a week?
Um, it. Well, from what Videns was able to surveil, uh, some spells can also throw you forwards in time. Like there's a variation of the standard teleport wherein you can teleport someone away from you
I'm
and
at
far and
this
as far into the future as it would take for them to travel there.
at this point, I'm not surprised by anything. I mean, I'm not even from here, so
Well, I'm sure someone came up with that spell where you were. Mixing and matching spells has always been a thing.
yes. Metaroshi, I have to practice trying to go in and out of this form on new moons. And I don't have any of my stuff anymore.
Well, I'm sure the others managed to pick up like you. I'm sure the others would have taken. Were you teleported away, or did you?
Oh, I ran.
You
I
ran,
ran away.
and you just caught into things. Yes.
I was pretty much in a panic. I felt it coming on.
You made sure not
Everything.
to. You made sure not to rip your clothes.
Yes, very
And
much.
I see. The Roshi you met gave you a robe.
Yes, it's not exactly my style, but
It'll be something good to have.
yeah.
Until
Well,
I believe Videns has a similar affliction. He just feels most comfortable in his transformed state. Or he was cursed to be permanently in his transformed state. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think he really cares. He
also, what
enjoys
does it smell like in here?
The strongest smells are the gunpowder and are like the burnt gunpowder. Because a lot
So
of
it smells. So it's Maxwell's natural smell at this point.
it's a smell Maxwell would be comfortable in because he tinkers with firearms. Yes.
Yeah.
But I see you had the good sense to take your rifle.
I mean, I was gonna leave it. I can't. It's very difficult to fire with what the sudden growth spurt, and I don't. It's been a rough day.
It's soundproof in here, and I'm already half deaf from firing my own weapons. You can practice in here all you'd like. I would recommend taking a nap first, though. It's going to be the full moon for a while.
I don't appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna lay down right here.
Alright, I'll fetch you a blanket.
And he falls. And he goes into his trance.
Oh, no, I'd say that in your werewolf form, you'd be able to just full on sleep like a dog.
Curls up.
To front. His drawing. Maxwell with blanket.
Werewolf. Max Wolf with blanket. Max Wolf.
When I saved the token as Where Maxwell, so I think that's why we're referred to you as.
This was a terrible day. This was a very terrible day. I hate it here.
It'll be alright. I'm sure Videns will know something. He's a wereboar or werepig, I believe. Something specific.
Well, the Roshi I met was a werebear.
Yes, yes. From what I have read, the Roshi are they have a tendency to come to this plane when their own dimension, when their own worlds collapse for one reason or another. A lot of them will find someone who has. A lot of them will stumble. Because universal constants tend to be very similar people, because it's the same person over and over again. I believe the only person who's 100%, who's almost exactly the same every time is Crabman, because just seeing how very similar those two Crabmen were, as opposed to the documentation of the very different Roshi. They typically come here, they typically become lycanthropes, and they typically are spurred to help lycanthropes become powerful mages and use that power to assist lycanthropes in their transformations, especially willing ones and unknowing ones. So
He did mention
you said
that.
and if you said you are soul cursed and you became this because the previous version of, it's interesting to see that a soul curse is something that sticks, is a magic that binds the world as opposed to the person.
He specifically said that if I died and I wanted to get rid of the soul curse, of the curse, I could not come back to life.
Yes,
if I wanted to get rid of the lycanthropy.
That is the main point of a soul curse. If you have some soul curse in mind, you would
It's quite a terrible day.
you would
It's
mag-
quite.
you would put someone's soul into a magic jar, curse their soul, and then let them know of their new fate. If they wanted to ever, like, you would return them back to their body, and you would either just kill them, and you would either just kill them without letting them know, or if there's someone you were toying with, you would let them know and then send them on their way. Especially if they were with someone who could, in fact, cheat death in that manner. Cheat untimely deaths in that manner.
I'm so tired.
I, for example, have been able to set it up so that when I die, I'll be able to come back here instead of going to an underworld or an afterlife. I can only do that a few times though, and I've already done so once. I do not wish to do so. I do not wish to test that limit.
Wilbur, have you ever gone just into the pocket dimension, have somebody send you somewhere that was supposed to be safe, and then end up having to run for your life?
I've had to run for my life before, and that's no fun. Well, sometimes it can be fun, but it depends on who you're running with.
I sure hope that Zelena is okay.
Like on the few times that Schlatt and I were run out of town, that was quite fun. But when I have to run for my life on my own, it's...
Also, have you heard of a green wizard?
Oh, the Green Wizard. He's actually the one who taught me that trick with the circle.
Because the Roshi I met.
And I can see why you would have learned of him if you are a weed man.
Yes. I also heard he has top-notch prostitutes. Do you know if Nikki swings that way?
Oh, what, both ways?
Both ways.
I don't. I have not had a romantic interest in her. She is.
Well, I was just asking a random question. Don't read too much into it.
Read too much into it. Read too much into it. You're a poster, my boy. You're Martin Luther with his 95 reasons I love Nikki.
What?
It's clear. You're an open book, my boy.
No, it's not that. Is it that obvious? No.
It's obvious to someone who's been in love before.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes. Yes.
May I ask with whom?
Oh, I don't remember. So many times. Who do you mean? So many times. It's been. I find a new love of my life every week.
This is my first time. This is my first time.
Oh yes, the first time is always. I do remember my first, though it's been a while, and she does not like me anymore. very much does not like me.
Maxwell puts the blanket on Wilbur and pats him on the back.
No, I'm fine.
It's okay, man.
I'm over her so long as I don't think about her, and I don't think about her often.
That is not being over her.
Things that I can't remember the last time I thought about her, I'm pretty sure I'm over her.
That's deflecting and avoidance.
Yes, and that's good enough for me. He puts the blanket back on you.
It's okay.
How
soft is my fur, by the way?
It's like a dog's fur, and like
a dog that has hair fur, or like a dog like pit bull, or
it's wolf fur. I don't know how
it's wolf fur. So it's pretty rough. Okay. I've pet a wolf.
Oh, you have?
I've pet a wolf. It's not. Their fur isn't.
So they have a soft undercoat and a coarse outer coat.
Yeah.
It's not It's not particularly soft, but I'm pretty sure it could be made to be soft with a product.
All right.
Though, from what I do know about weed, I would recommend being in your normal form when you smoke, so it doesn't get stuck, so that it gets stuck on you much less. Lance tried weed a couple of times, and we had to convince him to stop because the smell made Slat nauseous.
I don't have my stuff with me right now, so
You have
I
your
miss
gun,
my.
and
I do have my gun.
I do believe we have an extra set of tools for you to
Well,
tinker with.
I don't exactly trust my meaty fingers right now.
Don't worry, you should. By the end of the full game,
If,
you should.
actually, I could probably start creation on that project that I was going to go with.
And if there is one night a month, if there's going to be one night every 5 weeks or so where you are where you are rendered in this form, you should practice with something um, that you know intimately how to fix.
What year is the car from?
So, okay, so dating the Car 98K is is a bit of a complex thing because it was outdated when it was made. Because um, Nazi Germany was behind on the times because of the Treaty of Versailles. So it was they started using it in 1935, but it's like I believe a lot of, but like it was a bolt action rifle in an era where submachine guns were possible. Like
I'm sorry. Rick sent me the post, and like he met up with me in Vegas, and when we were in the room, we were changing, and like he took off his shirt. Should probably stop the recording for this. For what I'm about to say.
You can say it later. I mean,
All right.
do you have any questions for Wilbur? Because like this is where I was planning on ending it.
Uh,
Like notably, it's just him in the room.
Maxwell's only question would be, as of this moment, like, also I need to find part. I need to know what gun. World War One would be a good era, right? Or would it be Revolution? No, right? Revolutionary would be too late for car, right? For the car, right? Or be too early for the car.
Oh, yeah, Revolution for sure would be too early for the car.
Okay.
The car 8K outdated.
Because Maxwell has two questions. A, so Nikki is definitely available, right?
As far as I know.
That's question one. Tuck that away for later.
So Wikipedia doesn't say anything about outdated. Like it's the general. Trying to find like a
1935.
Yeah, 1935, but it's a bolt action rifle. It's a bolt action rifle with an internal magazine. So the internal magazine is probably the internal spring magazine. So internal box magazine, integral box magazine. So
Integral or internal?
I think the term is integral, but let's see. History. Tubular integral box. So 1886 is when they started doing the integral box magazine. And then clip fed. Oh, it's clip fed. So 1888 and 1903. Final fixed magazine developments.
Okay, so
Because it was
1935.
bolt action, and like that's not. I'm like if we're like the design is 1935, but all of the components,
So would like
all of the
1910s
technologies.
when
I'm trying to
would
avoid.
1910s
Yeah,
1920s be like the
I'd
proper
say world. I'd say
time?
it's a pre World War One.
Okay.
Basically, anything before they started putting automatic weapons that a single person could use.
Okay, so 1914, 1918 is World War
So
One.
1914 is your cutoff.
Okay.
So you could make a 1911, and because they haven't changed the technology too much, you could make like a Glock, like Schlatt has a Glock.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to make it out of plastic because the material doesn't exist in this world. Okay. So do you have any further questions for Wilbur, or is
Because
Maxwell going to drift off to sleep?
Maxwell is going to end up staying up to work on a gun that
But
he's been making.
Okay, but like the point, we're at a point where
Yeah, he's
going to be focused on his stuff.
He's gonna be focused on the stuff. He's gonna ask him like, "Do you have any materials for?" Give me a second. I need to find a picture of this fucking gun.
Ooh, what gun are you thinking of?
I'm getting him a pistol, like a Ruby something, Ruby M1, not Ruby 1914,
Wait, who?
and Ruby M1914.
M19.
Oh, or what's that? Not. It's crazy how modern looking pistol looks like that too. It's crazy. Ooh, or a Browning FNM 1903. That could work too.
So a revolver.
Is that a revolver?
Oh,
You know what?
Are you looking for a revolver or just?
Hold on. I don't think Wikipedia is showing the right gun.
So say the gun's name again.
1914. And 1914. I don't think they're showing me the correct gun. Ruby model 1914.
Is it Ruby?
Ruby.
Ruby. 1914.
Ruby. Yep.
Oh, it's a Spanish pistol.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 7.65. So basically, you're trying to have a pistol. You're trying to make a pistol that's chambered in a cartridge that you could basically neck down or neck. What did I say? It's 7.62 for your
Or
7.62 by or 7.92. So you'd be something you can neck down and cut down.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you really want to be specific,
Actually.
So 7.92 is about 30 caliber.
Actually, what I
to okay,
I changed.
So
I'm gonna change. I'm sorry about this. I know you were all in on the Ruby. but I think I'm gonna go with the FN model 1903.
So the FN
That's what he's gonna.
model
That's what he's gonna start with.
1903.
It's a
Okay,
Belgian pistol.
So yeah, it's a FN is a Belgian company. So mostly a 9mm pistol, a 7-round 9mm pistol.
Yeah, and
That's £2.
this
on most.
for future reference, he is going to build 2 of these so he can dual wield them.
Okay.
One is going to be black, one is going to be white, and he is going to name them Ebony and Ivory.
I mean, you could like make them with actual ebony and ivory if you
That
try
is
to
the point.
source those parts. Okay, so the main part you would be looking for is, is the specific springs you'd need, because you'd be able to shave down just pieces of metal. Like you need like blocks of metal, a lathe, and like you wouldn't have a lathe in your tinker. You would have a manual lathe in your tinkerer's tools because your specialty is gunsmithing.
Yeah.
But like the tinker's tools they have don't include a lathe because they're not hollowing out metal tubes. So like, are you basically trying to give Wilbur a shopping list?
Yes.
All right. So you give Wilbur your shopping list, and he's like, So part of the reason that it's just me here is because I'm fairly recognizable, and everyone else is out causing mischief. And it's the type of mischief that the guards would naturally lay blame on me.
Do I have proficiency with a disguise kit? I do not. I don't even have a disguise kit. I don't even have something on me right now.
So if you have a shopping list, even though Videns is recognizable, Videns can go wherever he wants. The guards are afraid of Videns because he's pretty much death incarnate. I believe his axe is like actually an important artifact that he wields around, that he swings around fairly casually because it's just an axe. Whenever I ask him the importance of his axe, he says, "A bad fisherman blames his tools."
That is a very good impression.
It's not a good impression.
That was a very good impression, Wilbur.
It wasn't.
It was. You're being modest.
No. If I really tried, I was trying to mock him. If I really tried, it would sound more like this, you know? Like just a yank, you know?
Oh, wow. The fact that you can change your voice like that. The fact that you can change your voice like that is really incredible.
Well,
here, let me try. Howdy do, player. My name is Maxwell Degree, and I am the greatest in the world. How was that?
That was very yank. Please don't do that again. I don't know how good or bad that was, because you and I sound very similar.
Don't we? We should play a prank on people.
I don't think we could disguise each other. I don't think we could very effectively disguise one each other. I know you're like taller than me now, but it doesn't mean we're the same.
But if I call somebody pretending to be you, and they come up like, where's Wilbur? I can be like, I don't know, downstairs probably. And you're
maybe.
And then we switch out from hiding places, and then you call somebody pretending to be me, and they ask, okay, he was just here. Where is he?
that could be funny.
Could work. Would be great.
I am going to cut my recording now, seeing as how it doesn't appear anything important is happening.
Nothing important. Nothing else important. This is just roleplay.
But you guys are just... I mean, I could continue role-playing for a little while.
They are bonding right now.
We're bonding. bonding. They're both
weird
they're both forced.
Englishmen bonding.
They're both forced to stay inside because they would be recognized as a threat, even though neither of them would actually be a threat.
Well, Maxwell might be.
Maxwell might be a threat.
Yeah.
Maxwell
Well-
is like uncomfortable in his Maxwell isn't comfortable in his skin in that form yet.
Not yet.
Well,
he fucked up those bushes.
All right, I'll say. Thanks for.
I am leaving.
All right, thanks for being an NPC, Andrew. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Catch y'all later.
Catch you later.
All right, is your recording off?
My recording is still going. I can end it
Okay.
here if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because I need to tell you what
Good
the
night,
fuck I
bitches.